Hey, what's up everyone? I'm Colby from Sanitarium Productions. It's Cobra Convergence II! Hooded Cobra Commander 788 has been reviewer napped. Crazy. The rest of the G.I. Joe community is banding together though to help save him. In the review you're fixing to watch, hidden throughout will be a secret code that should be showing up somewhere in this area here. Look for the code throughout this video. Collect and connect. Go check out some of the other reviewers in the links below. Find the rest of the codes. Head over to Cobra Commander 788's YouTube channel. Put 2 and 2 together and help us save him. Again, we got some really cool reviews coming out this week and throughout the entire month of Cobra Convergence 2. So check out all the awesome links we got. Go watch all the videos. Find all the secret codes. Head over to Cobra Commander 788's channel and help save him. With your help, we can help stop this dreaded menace. Without further ado, on to the review. Today, we're looking at the 1992 release of the Cobra Ice Snake. This is from the Battle Corps line. It's kind of a smaller box from that era. Still kind of cool. Looks pretty awesome. Does not come with a figure, but it's a cool looking vehicle anyways. So we're going to go ahead and unbox this thing, put it together, and see what it's all about. Stick with us. So in today's episode, we're taking a look at the Cobra Ice Snake from the Battle Corps line. This came out in 1992, if I remember. The overall box, they kind of scaled things down a little bit along this year, but they still got some cool artwork going on here. They didn't go with the traditional painted background, that kind of stuff, but they've at least got nice box art, and I do kind of like the laser design that they went with here with the Battle Corps version. So it looks pretty cool. Top of the box has the same art style, blah blah blah, UPC code, and 3 flag points for this one. It's a little dinged up here, but can't redeem flag points nowadays, no way, so it's okay. Back of the box shows the actual vehicle itself, some of the action features. The roll cage canopy flips open and swings down. Kind of cool looking. The bottom is the same as the top, except without the UPC code and without the battle points. The side of it and the other side. So yeah, pretty straightforward here. Again, no figure with this particular vehicle. They kind of scaled back, again, as I said before. And for some whatever reason, cost-wise, I'm supposing they did not include a figure. But we don't care. We're going to open this thing up and see anyways. This one, they did not put any tape on this particular release. It's all just glued cardboard. So let's see if we can get in here and unleash that glue. Flaps open. Nothing else left in the box. And it looks like this thing comes pretty much pre-assembled for us, with a few things floating around in here, which is a little odd, but that's okay. Still got some instructions going on here. Got the sticker sheet, which is missing a couple of stickers. Looks like they've fallen off inside of the box here. See if I can reattach a couple of them. And we've got the tree that everything is already fallen off of. So missile here and a missile here. And the rest of this cardboard, ooh, there's the other sticker hiding on us here. Get that and attach it back in here. So yeah, a little bit disappointed in that all the cool stuff has fallen off of the tree here. But yeah, it is what it is, and I don't know exactly where this stuff would have gone. Whatever. So stuff's off the tree. We've got two missiles here. We got this cool looking cannon thing with a grappling hook with a big old line attached to it. You press the button and it actually has a really good firing mechanism on it, so that much is cool. But it's not exactly wanting to latch back now. There we go. Pivoting anchor point right there. The vehicle itself, again, kind of comes pre-loaded with everything. Canopy does swing up. Has a nice kind of spring action on it too, so that's cool. Detail work on this thing is really nice. They've got the Cobra emblem up here at the front. A lot of divots everywhere. Rivets, divots, whatever you want to call it. Very nicely detailed cockpit. I don't know exactly how well this is going to show up, but they put a lot of detail work into the sculpting on the cockpit here. In the back, we've got these traditional stands for the figures, the foot pegs. You can see a little engine in here, nicely detailed. And the bottom of it has some normal stuff, 1992 copyright on it. So yeah, that's what's in the box anyways. Let's take a look at some of these inserts here. We have the traditional mail away offer kind of thing. This is the Terror on the Tundra. So let's look through it real quick and see what we could have got in 1992. Got Serpentor and the Cobra Fang and the Polar Battle Bear, the Pack Rat system, Cobra Wolf, the Cobra Adder, the Hovercraft, the Slugger, a set of micro vehicles, Cobra Hiss Tank, Hawk and Iceberg, and the Cobra Ninja Viper. The Build-A-Figure personalized G.I. Joe figure. And then the order form itself and the free micro figures poster. And a Duke coloring page. So, that's kind of cool. We also get this cool instruction sheet. So yeah, pretty cool. I'll get a scan of this so y'all can see it up close, and as we go through each of these individual pieces, we will show you a scan of it up close. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, the sticker sheet kind of is coming apart, but this is a nice kind of metallic stickers. Pretty cool looking. Again, not a lot of stickers, but they are here. So, yeah. So let's just go ahead and dive into this thing and start putting it together for whatever's left here. So pretty much the entire first page of the instruction sheets are dedicated to making this mechanism work. And I'm assuming that's why they probably shipped it already put together, because it seems like a convoluted process. Yeah, so I'll scan these in so y'all can see them, but we don't actually have to do any of these steps. So at any rate, step 1, rubber band connector assembly. Loop rubber band around blue roll cage connector hook with hook pointing down as shown. Pull rubber band over and around connector as shown. Take end of rubber band looped on the hook and pull through rubber band hole. Then tighten rubber band loop down onto hook as shown. So basically tie off a rubber band is what it's saying. Step 2, rubber band connector assembly continued. Rest ends of roll cage connector on white vehicle supports as shown. Insert rubber band through slot in cockpit. Note, make sure flat inside end of connector is facing up as shown. Step 3, rubber band connector assembly continued. Turn vehicle over and pull rubber band through slot. Loop rubber band onto white center post as shown. Step 4 is the roll cage assembly. Fit front ends of blue roll cage into ends of roll cage connector as shown. If a replacement rubber band is used, it may be necessary to wind band to adjust proper tension. The canopy assembly itself is step 5. Lift roll cage and fit white canopy through roll cage bars as shown. Line up post under canopy and guide into vehicle post holes. Press down on sides of canopy until front and side tabs snap into place. So yeah, that's a lot of trouble to get this swing up canopy working. But it's a cool little feature there. Step 6 is activating the roll cage. Back ends of roll cage fit into rear holes as shown. To activate, gently lift up on the roll cage as shown. So it actually shows a picture of this thing slamming into the Joes. You see these cool ice spike things here on the top. Actually is showing them as kind of like daggers, and this whole thing is supposed to flip forward and spear unwary G.I. Joes, I'm assuming. Which is kind of a cool feature, but it doesn't really work all that well. I guess the years have not been kind to the tension on the rubber band. But you still have a pretty good action going on here, so yeah. And unfortunately, it does catch here on the very front, so it won't go all the way to the ground. But let's see. Let's say we've got a Joe that's here in the front. It does work pretty well for smashing in. So I guess if you get pinned in, you can pop this thing up as the Joes approach and bam! That's kind of a cool feature, but yeah. Step 7 is the axle installation, which again is pre-assembled for us, so we don't have to do anything with it. But as it states, with vehicle turned upside down, guide post on white axle into white vehicle body as shown. Press down on axle until white vehicle tab and post snap into axle slot and hole as shown. We'll flip this thing over and see what it is talking about here. It actually looks like they have kind of done away with the entirety of the axle and have kind of gone with a built-in axle and the wheels that turn on it. So that's probably why we don't have to do it anymore, because they figured out in a later release that it was easier to do it this way. It's always funny to me to find little bits of things like that where they make a change in production but don't update some of the blueprints here. So kind of cool anyways. Step 8 is the ski assembly, which again has been done for us, but regardless. Match blue skis A and B with white vehicle slots A and B and press in place. So on the back side of this thing, you can obviously see that there are A and B indentations into the actual plastic, and you've got an A and a B ski that just kind of fit in there and snap into place. So yeah, that's pretty much the skis. So they look cool. They got some nice detail work on them, but they're kind of already there for us. So step 9 is the wheel assembly, which is also done for us. Snap the 2 black wheels onto the 2 white axle posts as shown. So the wheel spin. Step 10 is the launcher assembly. Press blue launcher pivot into pivot hole as shown. Snap blue launcher post into launcher pivot. Insert grappling hook or missiles into launcher barrel as shown. Tie ends of string to blue launcher ring and blue grappling hook hole. To fire, press launcher trigger. So they did a lot of this work for us. They at least tied the string and attached this little pivoty thing here. But what we do get to do is to actually attach it to the vehicle itself. So just take the pivot tab thing here, and it goes into the back end here where this big old pipe thing is, and just press it in place. And you may have to rock it back and forth to get it to go in there. Snap! And it pivots all the way around and up and down, and unfortunately it is a little loose, so it won't really stay elevated. But it attaches pretty easily. You'll have to be careful of the string itself as well. It may get hung up in the tow hook on the back, or on the exhaust system, or anything else back here. But it does still attach and rotates around, so you can fire it from any position that is needed. Though it looks best pointed to the front, and probably also would work better with a Cobra on the back side to hold on to it to keep it elevated. But yeah, as we showed before, the actual firing mechanism is pretty good here. And luckily the string, as you can see, it kind of got stuck here on mine. But it keeps you from losing the thing anyways, and it has a pretty good distance on it, so you can go way off screen here, so that's pretty awesome. And just kind of wheel it back up here and snap it in place, and you're good to go. I'm going to so if you attach it with the spearhead pointing vertically, it does keep it in place a lot better and looks a little nicer, so you don't have to worry about having a Cobra back there. You still have to worry about the string getting caught in everything, but I'm sure you could figure out a pretty good way of just coiling this rope up. And just kind of laying it in here like so. That would probably work fine. Looks good enough to me anyway, so. Yeah, there you go. Grappling hook gun. Ha, cool. The final step, step 11, the launcher assembly. Missiles are stored in slots below front of vehicle. So we've got these 2 awesome looking missiles. And we flip this thing over to get to the front. And you've got these 2 little things here. So you just kind of slide them in place like this. It's not so much a holder as it is a little slot. But it still works fine. So you've got these 2 different types of missiles, which is kind of a nice little touch. I hadn't noticed that before, but they are 2 exceedingly different missiles. They fit in there pretty easily. They're not going to fall out on you, at least. And they look pretty cool at the front. So, yeah, that's pretty awesome. So now that our Ice Snake is fully assembled, it's good to go, ready to roll. As far as action features go, it does have the awesome firing grappling hook on the front, or the back, whatever. 2 missiles on the front, cool skis, an awesome roll cage that pops open and slaps Joe's upside the head. You've got 2 figure pegs on the back. You also have a toll hook on the back. And that's pretty much it. Seating for 2 in the front. We've got our handy dandy beachhead figure here from the 25th anniversary line. So we're going to see if he can slide in here and see how well he fits in. He doesn't have a problem getting in whatsoever. And the roll cage fits down on top of him without any problem. So, yeah, the 25th anniversary line of figures will work fine with this particular vehicle. Except for the foot pegs, obviously. But, yeah, that's pretty awesome. And a nice steering wheel there as well. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. The cannon itself, you can get a figure on the back. And they can grab hold of the guns, man that station pretty easily. So that's pretty awesome. As far as height and width and everything goes, let's zoom out just a little bit here. So we have about 1.5 beachhead figures wide by 1, 2, and about 1/2 long. And standing up, about a little bit over 1 figure height. All in all, very cool looking. So you shouldn't have a problem with this thing. It actually ends up looking very nice, very cool. It fits 2 figures in the cockpit. It's rated for 2 in the back, but you can get 3 in there pretty easily, especially if you have one holding on to the grappling gun. There's some room in here for some other figures if you wanted to stick them in there. They can kind of crouch down and fit inside the engine compartment. So realistically, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 Cobra figures easily. So it's a pretty good little small transport ship for them. You could even probably get a couple to attach to the ski on the front. So, but still, it's rated for 4. You can get about 7 on here, so it's pretty awesome. And all in all, it looks really nice. It's got some cool details on it. We'll point out these little bitty handholds on the roll cage. Didn't notice them before, but that's kind of a cool little touch there. So when it flips open, you can grab them and pull down on it. Overall, really nice looking vehicle, to be honest with you. I'm actually surprised at how nice this thing looks. The kind of off-white color works really well. Nice Arctic vehicle. So, yeah, all in all, not a bad vehicle at all. This thing is not highly sought after, and it came out towards the later end of the run of G.I. Joe, so it's not that difficult to come by. You should be able to pick one up pretty easily. If you're into loose collections, this thing's probably about $10 anywhere, I'm sure. For whatever reason, it just didn't catch on too much, but it is a really cool vehicle, and I'm actually really impressed with it. So, yeah, if you can find one, pick it up. I actually highly recommend this thing. That's all the time we've got for today, so thanks for stopping by and watching the video. Drop us some comments down below. Let us know what you think of the Cobra Ice Snake. If you'd like to see some specific videos done in the future, drop some comments down below as well. Like and subscribe if you feel like it, and if you haven't already. And just stay tuned for more awesome G.I. Joe and other action figure reviews coming down the pipeline. Till next time, Yo Joe.